Hi guys, welcome to the Don't Poo Poo My Woo Woo channel. I'm Angie McMann. Guys, I was really excited when I saw my analytics and realized that half of you aren't even here in the US. So I just want to do a shout out and say hello to everyone in India, in Canada, in the UK. I mean, guys, honestly, I know there are billions of people on YouTube that you could be spending your time with, and you're here with me, and I really, really appreciate it. So in the words of the legendary comedian whom I love so much, Steve Martin, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you, 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 and thank you, and you, and thank you, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, whew, and thank you. Seriously, guys, though, you allow me to do what I love, and thank you for being here to share this with, because I love doing this, which is kind of a repeat message for June. You got to do what you love. So here's June's Do What You Love video. Made a video about it. Like to hear it? Here it go. Also stolen from somebody else as a comedian. So June is about pushing forward and smashing our goals. And if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and take action, June is going to be fantastic. For the candles, I like to use the white candle for every reading because it stands for purity. And I like to ask Spirit to give me a pure heart to give you the most genuine messages and give me aid in interpreting what I get downloaded. The other candles, the colors that they asked me to use this month are orange and blue, and these relate to the chakras. And right now I would like to apologize to my Indian friends if I mess up that beautiful Sanskrit word, chakra. I understand now that I've been saying it wrong, so I apologize. And while I'm at it, let me just go ahead and apologize to all my English friends for everything else that I say that's weird. All right, so the orange candle represents the second sacral chakra. So our focus should be on our creative expression and pleasure. In other words, do what you love. So the blue candle, we're asking to call in and represent our fifth or throat chakra. And that focus is going to be on clear and concise communication. And clear and concise, you know, kind of like not what I'm doing now. So I love numerology, and I'm sharing this now at the beginning of the videos, and I'm going to start doing videos to explain numerology because I find it fascinating, and maybe you will too. So the universal number date adds up for June. We're in a 5 universal year cycle. So 2021 is that 5 universal year cycle, which is an overall snapshot of the energy that the world is in. 5 cycles are about unexpected changes, freedom, we seeking freedom. You can see it all over the news. Big shifts, again, all over the news. It forces us to make important decisions for the entire year. So a 5, there are 9 cycles. So the 5 for the year is the halfway point between the 1 and the 9 cycles. So in the year, we have to decide as a whole planet if the world is moving forward or repeating the lessons until we learn them. June's date adds up to an 11, and then we break it down and add the 1 and the 1 to get the 2. So at the core, June is a 2-month cycle. And if you think about what a 2 looks like, it kind of resembles a person on their knees, head bowed in prayer. So the symbol of someone who wants to connect and find bigger answers and be in union with something greater, it's kind of what it looks like. So that's how you can remember the energy for the 2-month cycles or year cycles or even day cycles. It's about cooperation, being kinder and nicer to each other, and being open and receptive when we communicate. And that's what the universal number 2 is asking us as a global unit to do. So we can compare the universal numbers with our personal numerology, and to find out what your personal year, month, and day are, stay tuned because I'm going to do videos on that very soon. The lunations. The first lunation of the month is a new moon in Gemini coming at us on June 10th. And as we know, new moons are about making new goals and new plans. So this moon cycle will demand a transition, but you want to be careful that you're not going to be impulsive. It's about planning, consideration, paying attention to what you want to do, setting, making plans. The Gemini energy is going to make it a lot easier to communicate that. So that makes it a good time to discuss with anyone, a boss, a friend, a relative, with something that you've been meaning to talk to them about. This would be a great time to do that during this moon. And this Gemini energy wants to be creative, so projects are a go. The full moon in Capricorn on the 24th of June, we know that full moons are all about shedding light on what's happening in our world, right? So full moons are a time for reflection. So honestly, sit down and take notes of what you've accomplished in the past month, and you'll probably be so proud of yourself. It's great for self-esteem. So write down what you've accomplished, no matter how big or how small. You'll have a strong need to have a greater purpose and do something useful. As we know, Capricorn is all about work and time and keeping track of what you do. So use this to get busy. Don't be afraid to dream big, but don't seek external validation because it's not going to help you get rid of your doubts. It's only going to hurt you. You have to trust your inner self. You have to trust your inner voice. So as you can see, we got some great lunations that are going to help us get motivated, get things going, communicate properly. We should have a really good, successful June if we get busy. So you ready for your personal ones? Let's go. My goodness, Scorpio, are you ready for this month of June? Halfway through the year. My God, it's going fast. All right, your energy for this month is to stand your ground. And 7 is a number of big changes, irreversible changes. So this is saying whatever's going on around you, you know what works, what's right for you, stand your ground. Spirit's giving you permission to do what you know in your soul is what you need to do, regardless of what anybody thinks. Week 1, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. The King of Rods, he is fire, he is projects, he's creativity, he knows what he wants to do, he's got the energy to do it, and you've got the Sun. So week 1 for you, Scorpio, is things aren't going to happen quickly, but they are going to happen in a successful way because you go from the Knight to the King, and here's Sun. So ultimate happiness in week 1 for whatever you've accomplished, whatever you're going to do in week 1, you're going to accomplish it just on an incredible level. Week 2, you've got the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. So in week 2, it looks like you start off feeling a little humdrum, maybe a little taking things for granted, maybe you're just in contemplation mode, but you're not really seeing even if it's a small thing being offered to you. And it might even feel a little bit like conflict, and it might trigger something that makes you want to fight, but try and look at it a little bit differently, because this guy, after his fight, there are people who are injured, is kind of looking back towards this way, because hindsight's 20/20. Maybe you weren't quite paying attention and something catches you off guard. Someone says something that just bugs the crap out of you. But try not to let this happen, because if you've got your head down, your sleeves rolled up, and you're working on what makes you happy, no one has to get hurt in week 2. So just get to work on what you love. That's the big message for June. So follow that, Scorpio, and no one will get hurt. Week 3, you've got the Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Moon. So there's new ideas that are coming at you after all the hard work you did in week 2. The idea is a successful one, and with the Empress there, it's saying that's going to grow and grow in a big way. And don't let, at the end of week 3, the things that you you don't know, the things you might even need to wait until the end of the month, the full moon in Capricorn, to actually see what you've accomplished. So here's the 11 for the month, the 11-2. Here's the Capricorn full moon, and by the end of when this moon comes up, you will see the thing you were giving birth to, this brilliant idea that you had in week 3. Week 4, we've got Temperance, Tower, there's your 7, and the 3 of Pentacles. So you got to make things that don't normally want to go together. You got to make them work out, or you're just trying to figure out. It's more intense. I mean, because this is a major arcana. It's more intense than your 2 of Pentacles, which is about balance. This is balance on a soul level. This is not just trying to juggle material things like in Pentacles, your material world. This is actually everything that's going on in your head, right? This is standing out to me right now, this triangle. And triangles are the Trinity. Is about, your mind, your body, your spirit, being in complete balance. So your health, your mental well-being, sleeping, diet, exercise, having it all organized, not just juggling things that you have to do. So this Temperance card in week 4 is about make sure you have everything working together, because here looks like where this big change is going to happen, that you're going to stand your ground, okay? And you're going to be working with your big skills. So the things that you're good at, the thing that you love to do, the chance to do that should open up for you by the end of June. But it's going to have to rock your world first, and then you'll be able to do it. So take care of your mind, body, and spirit, because when that change comes, you'll be able to focus on the thing that you love to do. The very little nubbin at the end of the month is the Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. And we know the Page is young energy of making things work in the material world, starting to see on a younger level of success, but it's very successful. So studying more, getting more information, finding the money, finding the funds, the loans, doing whatever plans, and then rest before the battle, because I have a feeling coming off of June, if the last card is a 9 of Wands, this guy is very successful. This is the king fighting this battle, but he knows enough to rest now. So at the end of June, Scorpio, I hope you're taking a vacation, because you're probably going to have, especially after this life-changing, irreversible change that allows you to do what you love. This is about more planning and rest. And I have a feeling when we revisit in June, big things have already happened for you. Scorpio, please, let me know how this turned out for you. I'd love to hear what happened in June for you, because you've got a lot going on here. All right. I really hope that helped. Please like, subscribe, share. And again, I'd love to hear from you. Hope to see you in July. Take care.